So what's been going on? This is a controversy that's mostly talked about in the East Asia region. It's about Japanese livers. There's three main characters in this story: Kane, Fanta, and Ririmu. So this is like, a roleplay stream. So it happens during a GTA roleplay stream. Vtuber Kanai and another streamer engage in banter with a female Vtuber's incapacitated character, which is Ririmu's. And it's been widely criticized by viewers as inappropriate behavior resembling sexual harassment. So let's watch what happened.
今死んでるからプール泳げないんだ。
お疲れ様。ファンさんこれ。
みんなナイスだよ、みんなナイス。
コンちゃんいますか？
好きにしていいよ。
待ってね、この人やだ。
この人やだ。
So she's like, oh, not this guy. Oh, I can do whatever I want with her. You think you have a choice?
じゃあファンさん、はい。キモいから暴言。
褒めてる？俺のこと。褒めてんのか？助けて？誰も助けないよ。だってみんな仲間なんだもん。ここはさ。ちゃんリリムちゃん。
ちゃんとね、やだ。
なんでだよ。
待って、この世界で一番気持ち悪いかも。
この世界で一番気持ち悪い。いや、何事も一番ってのは大変だからね。
どうしたの？
あの人怖い、ファンタさん。
あの人変態なだけでいい人だよ。
He's a perv, but he's a good guy.
女の子に近づかせちゃう。
でもあの人いい人だよ。すごくいい人。
今から刑務所
にはいい人かもしれないけど。
ありがと
あんまり放っておくとなんか被害者増えていくと思う。トラウマを植え付けられる人がどんどん増えていくと思うよ。
もう増えすぎて無理だよ。
刑務所から車で
諦めないでよ。
手遅れ。
もうそんな被害者いるんだにやん。
ファンタさんの被害者はまあ多いだろうね。
Okay, so this is the clip, and then there's all the POVs from, like, Fentai is another, Japanese VTubers. I feel like some of you might not be familiar with him. He kind of has, like, this wrestling mask. So there's been a lot of, backlash, especially from the Chinese side. There's a lot of very upset Chinese viewers. This person saying, Riri Mu-chan, I love you so much, and I used to like Kanai too, but our anger isn't about you. It's because that as a principled woman, I can't tolerate men treating sexual harassment like a joke. I've seen so many women suffer from this thing. We just want them to stop. I think you can understand what I mean, and at the same time, I know you have a deep relationship with Kanai, so you don't want us to talk too much. Since he's apologized, I won't say anything more. Still, as a viewer, it was really painful. I hope you don't hate me. No, that made me feel sick when I saw it. This is another comment that's been translated. Actually, this has nothing to do with you directly, but when I see sexual harassment being treated as entertainment, it makes me sad. Whether the person involved is voluntary or not, I think that turning sexual harassment into entertainment and making light of it as a joke is fundamentally wrong. Also, overseas, there's no culture that easily accepts this kind of behavior that makes fun of women suffering. There's a Reddit thread also talking about it. Just on Reddit, when I see posts about Kanai and when I look, do I have an express version? I want to know what's going on. It's been a long time since I last saw a rainbow. There's a kanji can gave the body of another female from the same company to a male with a history of sexual harassment during a game. I don't know what they mean with a history of sexual harassment. It might be a mistranslation. Saying, feel free to do as you like. Throughout the process, the girl kept refusing, saying, I don't like this person. We've seen this quote. She did say that, but I think she was bantering when she said that. But no one paid attention and everyone laughed. After this segment, the girl told KN, if this continues, there will be more victims. She did say that too. And KN dismissed it, saying this person's may be a pervert, but he's a good guy. In the next live broadcast, in response to the comments mentioning this incident, KN said, the person involved, in parentheses the girl, in brackets, the girl didn't say anything, so you guys shouldn't worry about it. And only people without friends would get angry about this. In a recent morning live session, Ken blamed the translation, calling it malicious translation, claiming to have asked RRM, but she herself didn't care about the matter. Throughout all responses, Ken never looked for reasons from himself, completely absolving himself, putting aside whether RRM was truly uncomfortable. The fact that he trivialized sexual harassment for entertainment was already highly inappropriate. Now, let's take a look at the livers' statements that they had to do. So, Ririmu said, as I said on stream, I don't feel bad at all, so please don't make assumptions about Ririmu's feeling. Also, I think that people who watch Ririmu's stream properly know that it's entertainment. I want to continue to be friends with Neon, Kanae-kun, and Fenta-san, so those who really care about Ririmu should stop bashing others. I'm telling you to shut up and praise Rimu's helicopter. Seems like the comments are positive. Yeah, it seems most people, or most of our viewers, are positive. And then next, we have Kanae's statement.
はい。聞こえる？聞こえてます？ちょっと配信の設定が。
So I'll give you guys a breakdown of his statement. So he begins the stream by greeting his viewers and doing a quick, audio check, mentioning his streaming setup is different than usual. Then he states the purpose of the stream to address the recent matter. He acknowledges that some viewers may not be aware of the incident, so he'll start by explaining what happened. The context is that the incident occurred during a Grand Theft Auto roleplay event called Mad Town. In the game, Kanae and fellow streamer Fanta were playing as gang members. Another VTuber, Ririmu, was playing as a police officer from a rival faction. Ririmu's character was downed, and Kanae took her back to their gang's hideout. While Ririmu's character was unable to move, Kanae and Fenta engaged in some banter that he described as joking around, with a suspicious atmosphere. He admits that this behavior could be interpreted as being like sexual harassment or even outright sexual harassment. He clarifies that in-game, the scene ended after a medic team arrived and he and Ririmu talked before parting ways. However, after the stream, the incident drew criticism. Viewers felt that their joking was excessive and in bad taste, and that it constituted sexual harassment. Kanoe admits that at the time he wasn't fully aware of how negatively it was being perceived. Kanoe clarifies a point he made earlier about malicious, fabricated translations. He stresses that he is not claiming all translations of the incident are wrong, but he specifically is referring to malicious edited clips that were created to misrepresent the situation. He gives an example of a fabricated clip he was made aware of, which allegedly edited footage to make it seem like Ririmu was crying because of the harassment incident. He clarifies that she was actually emotional about something else entirely, being praised for her in-game helicopter skills. His criticism is directed at these specific, intentionally misleading edited clips, not at standard translation efforts. Then Kanae reassures his Fanta there are no hard feelings between him, Fanta, and Ririmu. He states that he contacted Ririmu personally after the incident to apologize in case he made her feel uncomfortable. Ririmu responded that it was okay and she understood it was just their usual style of banter. He wanted to dispel any worries that their friendship have been damaged. Final apology and conclusion, he sincerely apologizes for his action. He states that while it was an inside joke among friends, it went too far. He explicitly states that he had no intention of promoting or condoning sexual harassment or belittling women. However, he acknowledged that his intentions don't matter if his action made viewers feel uncomfortable or anxious. He admits that it was his fault for not being more considerate in a public broadcast and apologizes for it. He promises to be more careful in the future to avoid such situation. He accepts the criticism and negative feedback regarding the incident itself as valid. He asks, however, that people stop fighting and attacking each other in his social media replies. Finally, he announces that this will be his last public statement on the matter and requests that his apology stream not be cut into clips to ensure his full message is understood without distortion. He ends by apologizing once more. So what do you guys think of this? Seems like a lot of VTubers are involved, so it's bound to be more chaotic. I think it's fair that some people might get uncomfortable with this kind of content, especially people that had previous bad experiences. I like that he took accountability and they apologized for it. I think that's fine. I think the response from the livers were fine. But at the end of the day, it was consensual, it was between friends, and it was also banter. Was it a joke in poor taste? Yes, it was. But yeah. Yeah, Hololive sometimes would stop the roleplays if it was getting too far. Yeah, the public did not like it. The group was fine with it. The public did not receive it well. They did not receive it well at all. Hey, you! Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And I'll see you in the next video.